Good morning, happy Thursday. It's a happy Thursday in the Grist house because my baby's come home today. They'll be home probably about an hour or so. So I have leg day workout today and it's no weights. It's like 20 something minutes and it's all working the legs with plyometric moves. I'm gonna do it, but I really don't have the energy. I haven't had my little energy boost for a couple days. I think that's why it was hard for me to really get into my workout yesterday. But nonetheless, I'm going to get that shit done today. And then I'm off the rest of the week. So I can do a couple runs. I'll probably try to do a run tomorrow night. Just a very small one just to get out and get moving. But anyways, let's talk about our topic. I see you guys hopping on. Good morning. Happy Thursday. I'm excited. Saturday we're taking the kids on a little day trip. They don't know where we're going, so I can't tell you where we're going until we get there. But we're going to have fun. It's going to be outdoors, lots of sunscreen on, obviously. And but we're going to have fun. Nice family day, disconnected from our phones, which is my favorite way to spend time with my family. But let's talk about my topic. Today's topic is self-love is not selfish. It's really not, guys. But for some reason, it is completely drilled into our heads. That we're selfish if we do self-love and if we, good morning, and if we are doing things to make ourselves happy, and if we're worrying about ourselves and loving on ourselves and making ourselves happy, that all of that is selfish. And I really don't know where that mindset came from, but it's wrong. And it's been something that I've struggled with, trying to let myself know that it's okay. It's okay to love yourself. It's okay to make yourself important. It is okay to make yourself a priority. That's been really hard for me because I've always just felt like that's a selfish act. And it's really about changing your mindset with it, because think about it this way, okay? If you don't have self-love, if you're not doing things, Haley, if you're not doing things to make yourself feel important, if you're not doing things to make yourself feel love, if you're not doing things to make yourself a priority, that, hey, stop. Then negative feelings come around, right? Aggravation, being pissed off, resentment, all those not so happy feelings inside. And they just boil and boil and boil and boil. And that's why some people just blow up over the smallest thing, because they let these emotions just really boil up inside. So now if you flip-flop those tables, if you're making yourself a priority, for me, it's working out every day. On my days off, I do something, whether I go for a walk outside or I'm doing something. So some sort of exercise movement each day. Making my health a priority. Doing things for myself, like going to get my nails done a couple times a month, getting my hair done every few months. Things like that are certain ways that I do for me. The self-love side, I'm still working on. Like, I look in the mirror and I still see things that need to be fixed, or I don't like the way I talk to some people and I'm trying to work on that. Little things like that. But as far as doing things for me to make me feel like a priority, I do that. When you focus on caring for yourself, you know, we all have somebody else we're taking care of. We all have somebody else that we're loving, right? Bell and stop. So, for me, as a mom, if I'm miserable, if I have a lot of resentment, if I feel like nobody helps me, no one does for me, it's always me doing for everyone else, if I always felt like that, my family wouldn't get the best of me. They would get the worst side of me. They would not get the best side. They would not get 100% me. I wouldn't be taking care of them out of love. I would be taking care of them out of obligation. So if you flip-flop your mindset with it, it's not selfish to have self-love. It's not selfish to know that you should be a priority, make yourself that priority, stand tall all the time, and let other people see that you are a priority, because then they're going to treat you as such. Because when you do that for yourself, you have that sense of pride, that sense of confidence, and you're more uplifted, you're more happy. And when you are these things, hey Deborah, when you are these things, the people you're caring for and those that you're taking care of, they're going to get the best version of you, because you're in a great state. You're in a great state of mind, you're happy, you're just the best side of you, because you don't feel like no one cares. You don't feel like no one loves you. You don't feel like no one takes care of you. You know why? Because you're going to do that shit for yourself. You don't need a man or a woman or a friend or anything. You don't need somebody else to love you to make you feel loved. You don't need somebody else to do for you to make you feel cared for. Hey, Mark, you do that shit for yourself. That's self-love. You don't have to wait for somebody else to make you feel important. Make yourself feel important. You are important. You are the most important. And you need to make yourself feel that way. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. They're too busy making themselves feel important. And in all honesty, how can you love someone else if you don't love yourself? If you can't love you, make yourself a priority, and make you important, how can you extend your heart to others to love them and care for them? It sure is nice though, Mark. It definitely is. I spent many, many years trying to find that love from others, trying to find that self-worth, feeling worthy, feeling important. I tried to find it from so many other people. And until I found it within myself is when I finally felt peace. Finally felt peace. What'd you say? Oh, Girl, Wash Your Face. Oh, I love that book. Absolutely love that book. But I'm reading Self-Love Experiment right now. It's a really good book. I'm just getting into, right now I'm just reading about her background. So I'm all about self-love right now. I mean, I am all the time, and it's hard because sometimes life gets in the way, and you're so busy taking care of everybody else that you friggin' forget about the one person right here. You forget about the most important you need to take care of. Yourself. Guys, yourself. Your health. Your mind strength. Who else hopped on here? Hey, Maria. Hey, Louisa. Hey, Elizabeth. She'll love it. She'll love it. But it's all about internal love and not that fake shit. Like, for real, love yourself. Don't just say, I love myself. I have self-love. That doesn't do anything. You're still going to feel the same. You're still going to feel resentment. You're still going to feel angry. You're still going to feel sad. You're still going to feel lonely unless you truly love yourself. You have to be okay with yourself. I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story. My story. When my divorce and separation and everything first started, every time I was alone, meaning I didn't have my kids, I was out drinking because I didn't want to feel. And I didn't want to be sitting at home by myself. You know why? Because I didn't know myself. I didn't love myself. I didn't respect myself. I was afraid to be by myself. I was afraid to hang out with myself. I didn't like who I was. I wasn't ready to face who I was and the changes I felt I needed to make. So I turned to drinking. Did I become an alcoholic? No. I didn't drink all the time. But when I did not have my children with me, and I didn't have my dog because she passed away, I turned to drinking. What do we learn? When we drink, we're like, woohoo! Nothing matters in the world. Everything's perfect. As long as you're out with people. Once you get home, what happens? The depression sets in. You might cry yourself to sleep. And then guess what? You wake up the next morning and it starts all over again with the feeling of not wanting to know who you are, not wanting to face who you are, not loving yourself, not being a priority. The drinking doesn't make it go away. The only thing that makes those feelings go away is to learn how to love yourself. Truly, truly love yourself. And it's not selfish. It's actually the best thing that you can do, not only for yourself, but for the people you care for the people you love, for the people that you live with. Because you are a better version of you when you love who you are, you accept who you are. The things you can't accept, you change. Like I have some ladies I'm talking to right now. They're getting ready to make that change. They can't accept their weight. They do not like their weight. They're uncomfortable with their weight. They're uncomfortable with not having energy, and they're done. So that's one thing about themselves that they don't particularly love, that they're going to make that change. And I'm going to help them every step of the way. But they're facing it. They love themselves so much that they're facing what they don't like so they can make the change. Can you hear the dog just walking in circles on the beanbag chair? Driving me crazy. And you have to do that too. Really think about it. Do you really love yourself? Do you really show yourself love on a daily basis? And that's not just, oh, I love myself so much I made a nail appointment. No, that's not loving yourself so much. That's giving yourself some me time. So you are loving yourself a little bit because you know you need that time. But that's not the type of self-love I'm talking about. I'm talking about the true self-love that you know you are important. You know you are the best you that there is. You work daily at being the best you that you can. Hey, Eva. And Eva does. That's awesome, girlfriend. Love it. And when you truly love yourself, you're not always looking for love in other people. I'm married. I know he loves me, and I love him. But I'm not constantly looking for that love from him. Because I love me. I love the person that I have become. I'm important. I deserve no less than 100% from others. I deserve to be on a pedestal. Everybody should have themselves on a pedestal. And if you can't put yourself there, you need to do some self-reflecting and figure out why. Because if there's something you don't love about you, guess what? That's things you can change. You can't change others. You can't change how they act. But you can change how you react. You can change things you don't care about with yourself. That right there is self-love. When you can reflect on yourself and you can say, okay, I don't like the way my attitude has been lately. Let's reflect. Let's do some inner reflection. Let's figure out why I'm acting this way and let's make that change because I don't like it. You have the power to do that. You have the power to be whoever you want to be. You have the power to be happy. You have the power to stand tall. You have the power to be confident in who you are. Stop hiding it. Find it, release it, let it shine. So my only call to action today, guys, is start taking the steps to love yourself. Stop thinking it's a selfish act. Thanks, Kat. Stop thinking it's a selfish act. It is not selfish by any means. It is the smartest thing that you could do for you and your loved ones. I love you guys. Have a great day. I'm going to go kill leg day. Hey, Renee. I'm going to go kill my leg day. I'll share a little sneak peek with you guys. Watch my story. You'll definitely see it on there. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.